Smart Record interactions. Interactions in Smart Record are the exchange of communication between your agents and those reaching out to your organization. There are 3 different tabs in the Interactions section of Smart Record: Completed, In Progress, and Recycle Bin. Let's begin by navigating to the upper right corner of the Interactions tab, where the default login page slider is located. This slider enables you to set the page as your default page when you log into Smart Record. Moving back to the left side of the page, you'll find the Completed, In Progress, and Recycle Bin tabs. There is a refresh button located underneath which refreshes the results of the Interactions screen. Located to the right of the refresh button, you'll find the Filters option. Filtering refines the current results based on certain criteria you determine, instead of showing all of the results in your view. The default filter applied to all tabs in Interactions will include the last 30 days. To change this filter, we need to add a new one by clicking on the Filters button. Selecting the Date Range drop-down allows you to choose the dates you want to apply. The benefit of saving a filter is when you visit the Interactions tab, you can select it by clicking the Filters button and choosing it from the Saved Filters drop-down instead of making your selections again. To accomplish this, insert the name you wish to give the filter in the Filter Name text box and click Save. Now that you have it selected, clicking Apply will filter the interactions according to your parameters. It is a best practice to save your frequently used filters for quick access to the information you use regularly. Located to the right of the Filters option is the Categories button. Categories allows us to configure the color and name of the currently available categories. Clicking on the Category button allows you to create a new category by inserting a name in the Category Name text box, selecting a color for the folder, and clicking the Save icon. This will come into play when viewing information about a specific interaction later. To the right of Categories, you'll find a gear icon called Bulk Options. Bulk options are where you can perform specific options on multiple interactions. Hovering over the options here, you'll notice you only have the one option to export all interactions available in this filter. Closing out of the Bulk Options menu, you'll then choose a couple of interactions. It's worth noting that we are not required to select multiple interactions to utilize the bulk options. To select an interaction, click on the icon to the left of the name or number, which changes the icon's color, indicating that it has been selected. Once the selections have been made, clicking on the bulk options allows you more options, like export the call details to a CSV file, download the audio, send the file to the recycle bin to be deleted, or retain the selected interactions. Located to the right of bulk options, you'll find some quick filter options. These can be toggled on or off to hide or view certain types of interactions. To the right of the quick filter options is a drop-down that allows you to sort based on specified criteria. If you click on the name or number, Smart Record displays all the interactions specific to that name or number, which in this case is John Doe. You can now scroll down and view all the interactions your organization has had with John that are still in the system. Once we get to the end of the results, Smart Record will state the end of results set. To remove the modifier for John, click on the X next to their name in the Quick Filters options to return to the Interactions page and the default filter results, where we can see information like the length of the interaction, date and time, plus the from and to number. On the far right of each interaction, there are a number of options, the first of which is the Play Recorded Call icon. Clicking on the phone icon will start to play the audio of the interaction immediately on your default audio source. Here, we can adjust the playback rate of the audio from normal, half, or double, depending on our needs. Moving down from the playback options, we can take additional actions for this interaction, such as emailing, downloading, printing, or sending the interaction to the recycle bin. Earlier, we discussed categories and how we can assign interactions to them. You will notice in the Details section, the ability to edit categories is available to us. Clicking on the Edit icon of these details will allow you to select the appropriate options or insert comments and an external ID. For example, when we click the Edit Categories button, we can select Sales from the list and save our selection. This now displays the color selected for the category with a folder icon. You can also set any classifications by clicking on the Edit icon, which allow the user to set access permissions on a call. Calls can be assigned a classification and cannot be accessed by users without explicit classification permissions. Closing this view, the next option to the right of the phone icon is the Download icon, which will download the recorded call and prompt you for a save location. To the right of the Download button in the Completed section of Interactions is the View Details button. The View Details button is similar to the Play Recording button, with the difference being it does not automatically start playing the audio. Still, you do have the option to start playback. Let's jump over to the In Progress tab. Much like the Completed tab, there is a Refresh button. However, unlike the Completed tab, there is a drop-down to specify the Auto Refresh Timer. Clicking on the drop-down allows the user to select the appropriate refresh timer with an option of Manual Refresh. There is also the ability to narrow down the results by a specific subscriber number. This can be helpful if you need to listen in to a newer agent's interaction in real time. Selecting a particular subscriber number will show only the calls in progress or the moving audio files for that specific number. If we click on the View Details option on a call in progress, it displays the same information as the one that was completed. However, it now shows a headset icon instead of a play button, indicating the call is currently in progress. Clicking on the headset will allow you to monitor a real-time call that is currently taking place. The final tab within Interactions is the Recycle Bin. The Recycle Bin is intended to be a sort of checks and balances system when deleting recorded calls, messages, and screen recording files. When you delete a file, it is placed into the Recycle Bin. The files in the Recycle Bin will remain there until you permanently delete them from the application. If you accidentally deleted a file and it is still in the Recycle Bin, you have the option to restore it to the applicable tab. You also have the option to download any or all of the recorded call and message files in the Recycle Bin in order to store them for later use. This also has the Filters button. And to solidify our understanding, the default filters are the last 30 days, much like the Completed tab, and it is a best practice to create a new filter and save it for ease of access.